Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Again, I want to thank everyone who's been with me from the beginning and welcome the new subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone who's been watching my videos and taking the time out of your busy day, even to comment, to like and share. And remember, even if this message doesn't resonate with you now, it may reveal itself to you within the days or weeks to come. I am recording this on the day of the full moon lunar eclipse in Leo. It is happening at 4:32 a.m. in Pacific time, 7:32 p.m. and p.m. in Eastern time, and then 12:32 a.m. Universal time. That's Greenwich time. So I'm using the oracle cards because I was moved to do it that way, and this layout too. So we'll just go with this. This is our weekly reading, however, for February 12th through the 18th, 2017. And as I was saying, sometimes a reading doesn't resonate immediately. It could reveal itself in time. And sometimes it's meant for you to be the channel to someone else. You are the messenger. Remember that. We all divine differently. And sometimes you're the one who's meant to hear this, to share it with someone else who's going through something in their life that you may recognize is relevant to them. Now, as we know with the eclipses, the energy lasts for about 6 months. So the energy from this eclipse will last out until August when we have our next eclipses. It's kind of like I had read somewhere, like taking a snapshot right now of your life, your own natal chart, snapshot during the eclipse. But like in the older days, it takes a lot longer to develop the photograph. So I thought that was beautiful and profound. So right now in this snapshot of what's going on in your life with this eclipse, it may take and probably will feel the energy for up to 6 months. So at this time, try and quiet yourself on the 10th or the 11th, depending on where you are in the world, and spend some time alone. If you can, outside in nature, if not, even within your home or your safe place, and allow yourself to receive messages from God's source energy universe, your higher self, whatever you call it, and allow it to be downloaded to you right now to help you. Now, the eclipses do deal with relationships, and relationships, as I've told you, doesn't mean with lovers. It can. It can mean with self, other, personal, business, family, friends, your besties, or it could even be your partnership or relationship with something in your life or some place in your life, because we as humans do put our imprint on things that are tangible. Okay, with that being said, let's see. And you know, it depends on where it all falls in your chart. I could always help you with that when I do a reading with tarot. I also include astrology and numerology. So we could always see where in your chart, what house the event is falling. So if it's an eclipse, if it's a full or new moon, or even just transiting in your life. All right, so we're going to start off with here, our Nature's Whispers. This is the cards I'm using, Nature's Whispers. Okay, I love the artwork. This is Josephine Wall. I love her artwork, beautiful. Okay, so we have potential gateway here with number 50. 5 is a very excitable number. You know, it faces, opens to the future, and yet it's open to the past as well. It's a highly creative and energetic number, one of the most energetic numbers in the single digits, and and it's the 5th house. The 5th house is Leo, and this eclipse is in Leo, which is the 5th house, and the sun rules Leo. So we have a full moon lunar eclipse going on, even though it's a penumbral, it's partial. But it's still an eclipse power, and it is with this creative energy. And the 5th house does rule not only your creative processes, creativity, sex for pleasure, your children, recreation, fun, okay, things in your life that you do with pleasure and enjoyment. But you know, you added that 0 to the 5, and I tell you, the 0 makes things exponentially greater. With that being said, we are saying from Spirit, this is a time for creativity, and processes of pleasure and creativity are exponentially greater. They are highlighted at this time. More light, okay, since we do have this full moon lunar eclipse. Even though we are seeing it as an eclipse, it's still the fullness of the moon. These cards are resonating with a lot of light energy. And you see that it's above this realm is above a realm. It's almost as if it is floating in the ethers. There's a lot of beautiful borealis type of energy we see emanating from this. It is a potential gateway. And we look here, it looks like it's a landmass with life beings and with life spewing. We have the water, we have the earth, the grass, and the beautiful trees. Now, trees, I always say, are gateways to other realms. They do hold the wisdom of all that is within them. The key is to unlock them, and this is a potential gateway when we do have an eclipse. It is a way for us to connect with our higher self, with other life forms, either terrestrial or non, spirit, God, source, energy, again, whatever it is that you are in tune to. But look at within this gateway, within this portal, we have another realm. And then within that realm, there is yet another realm. So we have air, earth, and water. And of course, the fire is the energy and spirit. So at this time with this eclipse, Spirit is saying this is a potential gateway for us all. Right now, we need to pay attention and open. Now, many of us will not. We just don't. There are people in this lifetime and their earth walk that do not fulfill their life story. They choose other earthly distractions, and that is their path. And they will repeat that karmically the next time around, plus whatever they have that lifetime. For us of the aware or the awakened, paying attention right now is vital and is the key for us. Potential we are all born with. It's what we do with that potential that sets us apart from everyone else. And being a gateway is an opening, an invitation, a portal to lead us. Many of us are waiting for the key to that, to help us unlock it. Maybe we seek out and align ourselves with other beings of starseed or metaphysical beings. Whatever it is you're attracted to in your company of people and friends and family and loved ones, or even strangers that you connect to on a synchronistic moment, this is when you need to jump in and really listen. Open your eyes, open your heart, but opening your mind, let that crown chakra draw everything in, see, from above and bring it into you. So do enjoy this. Starting with this week, some of you, it might not click right away. Some of you, it's going to take weeks or months. And like I said, some will never do it, but that's okay. Love is there for all of us. We all have free will to do what we wish. But this is what Spirit is offering. And right now, this is a very, very potential reality for all of us, or perceived reality for us to jump in. And then we have Maintain Your Childlike Spirit. I like this a lot following that card because the creative energy in the 5th house is of children. So for some of you, this is talking about children in your life. Maybe some of you are welcoming in children into your life, either adopting, giving birth. Some of you have events going on with your children that you're teaching them. Maybe you're enlightening your children to the love that is within them and within all of creation, but that they see pain and suffering in the world, and you're trying to elevate them mentally and through their heart chakra and empower them to know that they can make a difference. But here we're saying just maintain your childlike spirit. Now, number 27, the 2 and the 7 is a 9, so we know it's endings. Eclipses are about endings. They literally do eclipse things from your life. I've known it in the past eclipses, people I read for. I see on every eclipse, something happens that eclipses from their life. And if they go back to that, it only happens again on the next eclipse. And I've watched someone eclipse an individual from their life 5 times in the last number of years and still go back to them. And then finally, in the last eclipse, it was over. But it took them the time that they needed to, because they did want to have this childlike spirit and relationship with this person, but the other was not willing to. So it ended. So we know this is about endings, but the 2 is the partnering, coupling, relationship with other, but it is a form of a balance. And the 7, well, we're making a stand, taking control, but it's a very mystical number as well. So putting these 2 together, you and another could be creating something magical and mystical in your life. Could be in arts, could be in sciences, your vocation, trade, a loving relationship, a new business, you know, Or even you're partnering together mentally to create something, maybe that will help the world to heal. But you're doing it with such a beautiful innocence. This is where our creative flow comes. Artists are often criticized and saying, oh, this is not a noble path to take, and you're not going to have enough money. But artists are just torn by that which we perceive as what we need to live in, and their desire to create from love with that innocence within them. Delve into that, stay in that. Wherever your childlike spirit and innocence is, wherever your inspiration comes from, where you need to create, let it come to you right now and apply it to this with you in your life. Now with this card, I often say how beautiful, her artwork is phenomenal. But we look how carefree we are. Just out in what looks like a wintry storm. But we know that we're safe. Look at the faces we could have. The elementals. They could be earthly beings, extraterrestrial beings, universal cosmic beings, starseed beings. We are all safe and one within each other. And here, you're trusting. Look, your head thrown back, you're swinging and just childlike and free, carefree, not worrying about anything. Because you just want to have a good time. You just want to be. And that's very powerful, to know how to just be. Many of us are still working on that. Instead of being what someone else wants us to be, what we're told like in childlike innocence as youths in our early environment. You have to be this, you should be that. Good girls don't do this. Good boys don't do that. This is about not being that good little soldier, but is about being an innocent, an open, loving heart and mind. And we have these gorgeous, gorgeous wings. They're glittery and glowing, the snowflakes, but look at the colors of the chakra. This is a balanced individual. We come into this world perfect and pure and free. It is our surroundings that tampers and hampers us and teaches us to fear and teaches us to forget our mission, our journey on this earth walk, and who we are. So right now, if you can partner either with self, spirit, or another human, or even if you have a loving energy of a pet that you connect with, that is your relief, your release, your innocence that you play with, do that. Many people, it's their flowers and gardens. I love my flowers and gardens. I have notes on them that say, I love you. I go out and kiss them in the morning, and I appreciate them in nature. Whatever it is for you to feel this innocence and partnering with another, but feeling yourself strong and empowered from it, being in control and knowing that you are a balanced living being of light. And at this time you can realign yourself back to that source, tap into source, or whatever or whomever it is that you need to. This acceptance of love card. Now, we've had this a few times, and I know this is something that probably resonates with a lot of people in many fields of their life. It isn't always about a lover. It can be, however. But with acceptance of love, we needed to start with ourselves. That just being. The time of this eclipse with Leo, it is the heart of the matter. And we must realize that. The heart of the matter can be that of a love. It can be that of love of self and self-worth. The love of a project we're working on. The love of music, our home, our children, our family, our friends, our job, our career, our path, our health, our body. See, love and accepting that love. It's all going to start with you. Now we have number 38. 3 again is a very creative number. See, it's open. It's open to let things in. Highly creative, and it ties in very nicely here. And then we have 8. 8 is bringing things to ground. That is that grounding, stable energy that we take from above to below. That is secure manifestation. So be creative in the way you securely manifest. And then we add them together as 11, back to card 1. 11 is the 2 ones. It is a portal, a gateway for us to go through. It is one and another divine masculine energy put together, but it is like 2 columns there, protection around us to lead us somewhere, to go into this. So accept love. We keep getting this card. And these are these beautiful oracle cards. So we know that it's meant for us to look at this and say, why am I blocking love of self? in order to have love of anything else and success and happiness, I need to start with loving me. I do love the imagery of this divine masculine and this divine feminine embracing each other, but they are one with each other because we are both masculine, feminine energy. We just express it differently in form. And you see how he's established a rooted tree, the wisdom of the ages, back to like this portal energy, the key to the realm. And she is younger, coming up from the earth like a vine, entwining. But, you know, from her crown, you know, she brings life and color. That is very much like feminine, masculine energy, light and dark energy, ego, id, conscious, superconscious energy. That is that yin and yang energy, but that they need each other, always for balance. So in whatever way you can apply this to your life, always start it with love of self, accepting that you love yourself to the depths of your soul. Tell yourself you love you and believe in it. I'm working on that, you know, and that's something that we all can grow from, because once you truly love yourself, this beautiful youthful energy that she is, because, you know, it's like this childlike innocence where he is energy, and I don't mean he and she, okay, it's more androgynous. This energy is established, wise. This is a youthful energy. Now, this could be a much older person, younger person. This could be an older person. It doesn't matter. It could be 2 women, 2 men. It doesn't matter. What we're saying is the message is to love yourself first before you can have successful return from the universe, from God's source to you. Because once you fully love and accept yourself for who you are aligned and in balance, and you can accept to you that which you truly desire. And like I said, it could be a business, a relationship, a new car, a new home. So get creative with that and know that you need to ground this right now. Now with the Fairy Oracle card, we have Golden Gift. Magical help is on its way, number 24. You know, I got to tell you that 2 and 4 is a 6. A lot of this is a love, because Leo is about the heart of the matter. Courage and generosity, childlike play and innocence, willingness, willfulness. I will is the mantra. And we are in Aquarius. So things are coming from the unseen. Genius energy, blips to us. So allow it to come in. The 2 we know is the partnering. 2, you and another thing, person, whatever. 4, grounding it, form, like the 8. Okay, it is about stable completion. 2 and 4 is 6. That's that number of Venus. Beautiful number. Jupiter. Oh, wow, Jupiter went retrograde in Venus. So it's going back to review right now at the time of the eclipse. So with Jupiter in Libra, Libra is about balance, harmony. It also could be about civil issues. So if any of you have legal issues, court issues, anything that has to do with justice, that will affect you as well. But that number 6 is that womb energy, the loving, protecting, nurturing energy, harmony and balance, compromise. Okay, we have this gorgeous gold. She's glittered in gold. Now, gold is kind of a deepened yellow, so we know that's empowerment. But it's that alchemical process, taking the raw form, like from lead, and transmuting the energy to that in the highest, purest form, which is gold. Even our gorgeous fairy. It's like my necklace. I love this. It's beautiful. She is radiant, gilded. The stag headdress. Stags and the type of big deer like that are often a protection, actually. And we do have this gorgeous, full, lunar-looking backing to either her throne or that it is in the sky. And this ties into our full moon lunar eclipse in Leo. So you are protected, you are empowered. And let's see what the Oracle cards says for this in the book. With number 24, we have a fairy healing is coming. Okay, so it could even be the elementals. Or God source, whatever you believe, your higher self. It's lifting and dissolving depression, bringing sensual bliss, calming your frustration and any anger you may have felt towards others who you feel have hurt you. Your emotions are stabilizing and running fresh and pure again. Stagnation is leaving, and you will now receive clear fairy communications about healing modalities which will work with your energy. Wear gold, which will amplify the message of this Oh, a gentle card. Very nice. It's like a conduit. It amplifies, it synergizes the download you're going to get. Okay. Know that while the deer queen, oh, and they have it as a deer, D-E-E-R, okay, is gentle. Her power is enormous, and her touch is transformation itself, shape-shifting. It's empathy with gentle forms of nature, feminine power, return of sexual feelings of sensuality. Well, that's very beautiful and deep. You know, there's playful sex, you know, sex for pleasure, and some of you may not like that, but it's okay if you have a love in your life. You can enjoy more maybe tantric sex or just loving sex. For people that don't have a love and enjoy just having relationships with different people, I don't judge, whatever you want. And for many of us, like me, there isn't anyone in my life. It is enjoying the sensual pleasures, loving what you have, being grateful for what you have, loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. This childlike play, as we talk about, is innocence. There's no judgment with this card, and neither is there with this card. Bring balance back to yourself and harmony. And it said, talking about the healing messages coming from the elementals, it could even be the healing messages of this beautiful eclipse coming to us. But on the bottom of the deck, the secret was Stardust. Premonition, galactic communications, beginnings and endings. Number 35. Again, we have another 3. So we know we're open to highly creative processes. It's coupled with the 5. Holy shnikes. This is talking about synergistic, a 3 and a 5 together. Bam. But they add up to what? The number 8, which is about our making manifest. So this is a very earthly card. Okay, this is about manifesting through creative process. You're trusting your intuition and premonitions right now. Communications galactically is that Uranus rules Aquarius. We are still in the Aquarius with the sun. So we are getting information from the heavens, from God, from source. Okay? Beautiful fairy-like innocence here too, and we know that the fairies and the elementals represent non-judgmental, open freedom. You know, they're carefree, they're innocent, they're childlike, very playful, just as we have with this beautiful time for our Leo energy on this eclipse. So let's see what they say for number 35. Okay, with Stardust, we have, the card can signify a return to source. We were just saying that. Getting the genius download from the heavens, okay? A sense of needing to rewrite the soul contract and changing and moving into a stage of life or a new incarnation. Very appropriate. Okay, we have these eclipses. Eclipses are about ending things, literally eclipsing things from our life and starting what? A new beginning, going through a new portal, a change, and you begin again like a child. It always has to include love of self in order to allow things to come to you. And there is help here for you, blessings here for you. But in order to make sense of these feelings, you may need to be alone and in the dark to work something out. Receiving messages clearly and strongly, hesitant to act on them. Waiting patiently for more information and seeking connection in the night sky when we could see other constellations and galaxies and understanding your own stardust, self, and origins. Thinking a great deal about off-Earth matters, about life in the universe, and wondering whether there are galactic beings connecting with you. Visions and dreams of these beings and off-world communications and civilizations. Light, being connections, ascended master connections. Clues as to what will happen. But lacking absolute clarity means you are feeling you must pin it down to follow your instinct. Okay, so this is an open message from Spirit since it was on the bottom of the secret of the deck. It's left an open ending here for you. It's saying all of these things that we've talked about. And we talked about too, some of us are not going to listen. Some of us are just going to fumble through life and not feel the fire, not have our purging and potential fulfilled. It's just your choice. But for others of us that are open and aware, it's saying here that you're having some trepidation, some fears, some doubt. You know, it kind of looks like she's on a ledge here and like she's attempting to let herself go to fly. Maybe she's a little fearful here and she's got her little gargoyle next to her. It looks like a kitty cat, but like her wings are open to fly, but she's not yet. And you see like her ankle and foot are arched here and she's holding on. So we're going to leave this open-ended. This is like that leap of faith that you have all that you need to fly. You're not going to crash and burn. We are star seed, we are stardust, we are of the galaxies, we are of source. Right now, trust in your instincts, your intuition. Open up and listen to the communications that are coming. Whether you see it, whether you hear it, whether you feel it, okay? Any way that it's coming to you at this time, like I said, try and go outside if you can, or look out the window at the time of the eclipse where you are living. Close your eyes and allow yourself, say to yourself in your name, I allow you to receive information from, and whatever you call your source energy. Okay, so this is your own potential, okay, that you've got to realize. Are you going to sit on the ledge and let things fly by you and miss opportunities until the next time when you're ready to fly? That's okay. But for others that are ready to fly and spread your wings, take that breath, clutch your chest, and throw yourself free to fly. Oh my gosh, I just got an image of Lady Gaga during the Super Bowl. I didn't watch it, but I watched it on YouTube, and how she just jumped off and flew. I love that. That is the bravery. It's like Pink, which she does too, when she does these beautiful aerobatics. So trust in that. You have the wings, you might not see them. You have the heart, you may not feel it. You have the mind, you might not think it, but you do have it. You have all the elements within you, everything you need to achieve these things. So if you're ready, fly. If you're not ready, it's okay. The time will come when you will be ready. No, Spirit loves you anyway. I love you anyway. And remember always to love yourself anyway that you are. Thank you again so much. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful reading. And as always, I wish you the best.